much. Thank you for bearing with us. Emana emepkanum bam. Konyo obuna kubia kwe bam. Bam is not discriminatory, and you've seen it for yourself. So, because Anamayo, no matter our ideology, no matter our opinion, no matter our religion, no matter our belief, we were Igbo before we became any other thing. I bundi Igbo before anyabolo any other thing. Nyame ija fom onye se na onye nwa bụ nsi abia gbam bia kwuonya. Onye se nsi abia gbam, nya bia gbam. So because program will make a lot of us uncomfortable. Anamayo, let's know I bundi Igbo before we became any other thing. Because nge take just one more guest. Otegon na cho inabata equity mana equity. I don't know whether your network is working. So please just one more guest. This program is something that me and Chioma will continue. Chioma bụ onye nkụkasị ọmụ ayọlị asị anya bịa nọ yelụ na gbam na na adị neutral ndị ọgị kwuo unu n'anya unu African si esie biko Chioma biko jide maka m jide maka m ka nnabata. Okay, I think iko onye bata ọgbanye kamera ya gwa anyị onye ọ bụ gwa anyị ebe o si abịa na-eme anya Mazi Ezumezu o ji Mazi MNK melu profile picture, so si ka mkpọbata ya opozelo opolapo. Is he here? I think he wants to talk. I think he was ready. What happened? Mazi Ezumezu. Okay, I should bring him up. He should come up again. Because Mazi Ezumezu, can you request again? Okay, I think he's here. One name.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Akwe my final akale makia. Gwanya onye bụ gwanya ebe isi anọela anyị itiela anyị ọnụ n'okwu nwanne m gaa n'iru.
Yeah. Mazi Ezumezu nwa Ekwensu. I am IPOB member. I live in Scandinavia. I live in Sweden. Yeah, bam. Otu aka nje follow you know. A very long time. And then moge in a your guest and a lot of folks did not believe. But Kisweku, I wouldn't Igbo before any other thing. I stand by it. Mazin Nanikan is my leader, is my savior, is my Messiah. Messiah. Our sister not here at Chioma. 2014, September. I am not going to radio Biafra. Give me. What happened? What give me made you a change here? I don't want to go into that. But you were once speaking on Radio Biafra, talking how you are a Mendibo. But today, you turn on camera. The same man is supporter. The same man, in all your help. I was your enemy. But it's up to you, so bad law. I told me a lot of people alpha. But listening to your butter, if I put again now, that's half me your flyer, Igbo presidency or Biafra, and I'm from my leader picture. Mwamo. I hear you do away to Colombia. I want Nigeria today where continental respect law. We're gonna have why any court case we have multitude of people in Nigeria, but they don't obey law, they don't respect law, no? But Kaiju why Ajuju? Gini ka nwa amade ame Mazi Nnamdi kana gini ka ome. All those propaganda everywhere. Onye kwuchi ọ dịka eziokwu. Aka otuo some of his voice halfway a post to ya ọ dịka eziokwu. And SARS and ekwu maka ya today. All those statements and cut half. Yes, we'll make that statement. But Kelikos will make that statement. Give it told you make that statement. No, brother, I'm not play a fool. I caught all that halfway post to ya. But I'm happy. Even after that NSAS, the Lagos State government state inquiry, they did not indict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even the indictment. I'm happy also. Now this court in Kagalaga, all those things now running on social media, everything. And when any evidence DSS present, the only evidence DSS present will perfume. No, we can't do that. The only evidence they present will not perfume. Charger, you know, one lady na after na menka. Onye nke akpọtara onye nke ekwuru ekwu na asị na n'ozile ka onye bere ndị mmadụ isi. Asị okay, consider the person, can I make cross examination? Asị na force the person today. Asị na force the person. No? It's there. On the media. So even if we keep this program before, no, we'll take evidence on the media. Now, I've been in Anambra State. One of our brother, okay, politician, I think on our house of rep. A bully no Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kachineke say me for at the end of the day. I forced that one Madi na second Niger Bridge. We funded that thing. Those of the people made those things. So those of them may escape the police net. Manunu Bulia, Buddha Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So bad law. So bad law. Can I contest under Aquapito be then that was before 2023. Let's go the party. Name no. That guy flew Munya nebe. Now, whenever Munya with the video there. Pulia no Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But we thank God Munya John will put us that now. Let me get trace here the person, even the driver were involved. Driver say only oil man. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Anama June. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be na court. See that no I am ndan actually former. Any day we ndan actually former even natural man bia. Hopefully. So now even at room for those of all those people there against him. Carry on. It's your entitlement. Bulia ga but one thing for sure. Mwa Igbo, aja Igbo, ma obi onye ọbụla. Iwe ọbụla ị na-eme, mmụọ anyị Igbo maara ya. If we can deceive mu, if we can deceive others, but you must deceive your conscience. Mmụọ na-eche anyị Igbo maara obi onye ọbụla. But at the end of the day, eziokwu yesere enu. Nwa amadi ama ihe men since 2021. Ebulia from Kenya, Kebutaria. The way you able in Nigeria, I'm supposed to ready. But nobody, no country is talking about it. Why? Because all of them are benefiting from Nigeria. And they are stealing our resources and everything. You know?
Though you are digressing from the topic, I guess that's what you're talking about. But not it's not the only evidence present against MNK or perfume. You get the judgment, please. You get the judgment.
I'm not talking about the judgment. I'm talking about the physical evidence DSS present.
How will you now not talk about the judgment when the evidences were presented during the verdict and the judgment? All the judgments can be presented when you heard you were. Now, where I been okay, yes, where I get judgment. Sebastian, no perfume.
But I'm getting this one. Now go bam. I'm about the evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before the judgment presented from DSS. I'm not talking about the judge. I'm not making judge.
How do you know the evidence before Nnamdi Kanu? Are you his lawyer? Are you Nigerian's lawyer? How was the information private to you? Because all these things were brought to court. How do you know the evidence before the court? Were you there firsthand? How do you know the evidence before the court? Because Anthony rely on what was going on in the court, and which the case was not televised live. Like before the judgment, nothing was televised. All the judgment can Anthony Nebia participate is so where did you get this your information? No, just go ahead, please.
No, I'm surprised. I'm so amazed that now you see that now all those this about DSS about the evidence presented by DSS they can't follow it on media. I'm so amazed. But I don't know you go I'm like one of the Anthony's, one of the lawyers. I would like them to come in your program because everything is on media. I would like them to come. They can work with the evidence DSS president. And I'm not talking about the judgment for Momoto Show. No, I don't want to go there. So I would like one of the lawyers, either Barrister Maxwell or Barrister Nemeke Ejiofor or Aloy or Mandela. They will come. They can work that only that evidence DSS president except perfume all the media, all the there. But now you see the folder. So on one other question. Yeah, go ahead. No, but I want to Choliku. In Nigeria today as a whole, the only president this peaceful. The only religion this is peaceful today, Wanibo. You may like it, you may take it or not. In Nigeria today, the only place that is peaceful, the only Anibo, Southeast. All the region, Alpha, don't remember, no? Now, the same thing on there against ESN. Sunday, today, no, Nigeria today, create to plan another new security outfit. What is the difference between that Sunday creating now and ESN? What is the different one? Okay, what is the difference? But I phone Igbo. Did I Chioma, in 2014, we heard your voice. I know your voice everywhere. If you want, I will start playing it. Today, Mazi Nankano. Bam. Say something, I want to go down. What do you with your drum?
Please. So
what? Play what?
I don't have questions.
And when I'm trying to play,
mute your mic, I beg.
September 2014.
Mute your mic. Iman, I hear Munu be an app. You're talking to somebody as if, and when I did that kind in 2013, and that was not hidden. So you're not doing any breaking news. I don't know who you heard in September, but by September, the voice in September of 2014 might be the voice of your mom, because it wasn't my voice. I have been on Radio Biafra prior to that. I even raised. Please mute your mic. Mute your mic. Okay, mute your mic.
I'm going out.
Mute your mic. Let me speak. Mute your mic. Okay.
Mute my mom.
Mute your mic.
Control
your
yourself.
mother is a woman and I'm a woman. So mute your mic.
Okay.
Mute your fucking mic.
Don't bring my mouth to this.
Mute your mic. Just mute your mic. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Mute your mic.
We are allowed to talk.
Mute your mic. That respect you give the women in your family, you will mute your mic and you will let me speak, because I'm co-hosting this platform. Okay, so act accordingly. Now, Chioma Amaryllis Ahaghotu raised funds for building a cenotaph, or this, you were hearing, of course, I even dated Kano. I dated Kano in 2013. I went to Nigeria in 2014. May 30th, I was there live. So clearly you would have known that as well. After that trip, during that trip, I found out some things that did not coincide with the things he told Ndi non a diaspora about raising funds to build a cenotaph, to build a mast in Nigeria. So even on the stage, Chioma, I would hope that at your big age, because all the iga brim at your age, that if you are going and you see that Uzadro somewhere, that you will have the same boldness to use the same platform, not just regular day. Now I my family members and I give build the cenotaph in Nigeria for all of those people naira single-handedly. I rallied for it. I posted on it. At least I've been on social media for as long as anybody can tell. I'm not going on social media prior to any of this stuff. I use that same platform. It is still that same platform that people clearly know that I had a public relationship with this person. The reason why you start with that conversation is somehow to, if I find out that somebody is a scammer. I did an interview in October of 2014. That interview can on YouTube. Some of you know me from that interview. That interview never. So you're not saying breaking news. If I was the type of person who was scared of you guys, maybe 12 years later, I'll be at home on a video. I say, oh, that Chioma, I've been using the same name. This is my government name. What guy name? Chioma Amaryllis Ahaghotu. I am that Chioma Amaryllis. CJ and I Google all the day. So you're not giving us any breaking news. When Radio Biafra started, it started with Ndi non a diaspora. Nekweo actually build the cenotaph. Actually, all these projects. I coordinated. Of course I did. Because in here, at least people who were born here and people who grew up here, one thing we know that our parents did was Asinaga projects in Nigeria. Atokote go on that project. That cenotaph. Ihemho. With foundation, arrow, poles, 80, and the deck arrow. And one paper mache eagle, no. A couple of days later, Akupiaya, Abiana radio, or say no, it was Rike and Nigerian government that did it, and it was not true. And I came publicly after 2 attempts on my life. I came publicly in that interview 2014, and I said that Nnamdi Kanu is not bringing any Biafra, that it is a scam. I do not expect anybody that comes on a stage, say Nnamdi Kanu is my messiah, to see anything that I'm expecting. I'm not even saying this thing because I'm gonna get back and forth. Because only Igbo people do not subscribe to demagoguery or messiah. I am on the messiah. The red cap in Nishigi Abro Beret, no red. Igama that in Igbo do not subscribe to demagoguery. So I'm not expecting somebody na no cause who messiah or savior to somehow get into a conversation with me. We were Igbo before. And we will be Igbo forever. I am not Biafran. If you are going somewhere, Mbana see political political approach. When Dr. Dozier Odenibo, the one that used to read on our Kwakuki for history on Radio Biafra in 2013-2014. When those caliber of people were there, and we bronye apply the begonia gebu. In fact, then you will be order here go gahu news, abia go news, go headline, go in here meno. And when the order say you must sit at home. If you don't sit at home, you know we love dead bodies. And when Beronia say we see I will not be in the gathering of terrorists, and I will not be in the gathering of people who say, na haga hu ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo. Enyere order egbuo mmadụ. Ebia here na as na perfume ka eji persecute the person. It means you're a liar. It means that if you think that the judgment prosecution mechanke ha esia si ndị defense mepenu defense uni meperia ebia here na as na perfume. What are you saying? Now, let me end this by saying this. The question of this room is clear. In terms of their approach, the proof of intelligence is that when a superior argument comes, you are supposed to adjust your brain, make it expand so that you can absorb it. Isikwana na uzo icho ije buze enugu eburu gigaru Sokoto. Esemba maka na irugo Sokoto ka ị na-eje ikpafuo gishieba hufuo. But Ibono Simba o Enugu ka m na-eje eputa there and you change direction. That is what makes you a human being. That is what makes you not a sheep. That is what makes you a human being who can look at information Simba. I will never be in the gathering of an plan in Aga Bali Woko. I say, oh, that is the right thing to do. I did not stutter when I said it in 2014. Kano's plan was not to get any Biafra, but to scam on the Biafra. And I'm glad that 12 years later, Chioma than need to say it. Deep down in the souls of every single victim, from Lilu to Oso to Idatonot to Mbitolu, I do not need to listen to you or listen to anybody else. Ijen also, draw high hair men also, draw high hair men hachi through drill to hashidre. That is the only evidence that that thing that I stood on, that thing that Chioma Amaryllis Ahaghotu saw sitting down, that men like you could not see it from the tallest Iroko tree. And I rest my case.
Ekwensu, I'll give you the chance to respond because we know that this is a topic that emotions will fly. But please, what makes us mature is when we keep it in check. Ekwensu, please. Take in cognizance before you react. Remember that this person you're talking to, just like you rightly know, was into this man's life. So that you understand her position. We are listening to 213. This person was the girlfriend, lover. So there is a little bit of like there should be a little bit of okay. And we only with first hand that one week follow a fan or supporter of this person now, or else to take it because when he raised him, saying that I dated this person, I was involved, I was here with him, I saw these things firsthand. So some of you guys have not really put in that thing into consideration. Okay, onya senaya no onya yede proudly and Ozoriezo. Why can't we even know whether my own or out of Iwe or out of Iena? So I henchok I need to take in cognizance before we talk and know that this person, no onya way. And we know, but we only use it at our convenience to shame her. But we forget that all emotions, you people have something in common. There was intimacy. And that he would ever tell you as a supporter or follower or brother. So please, I will allow you to react. But Biko, please go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, one name Mazi, Udo Delego, you know. Thank you so much. I'm not going to react to whatever she said. I'm here too well. No, I want time here. But I'm here for you. The reason why I'm here is for you. Or for her. No. Now, eventually, Jogo, it's not about the Ekwensu. Mazi Ezumezu, Ekwensu. You married the meaning of Ezumezu. You may Ezumezu stand for. And only you go upon a Sunday with Ezumezu. You might not the kind of family you see. So now, I'm a Jogo now, bam. eke ụtụtụ ka ndị gbara ọkụ.
Okay, from the information nwe, ịma na anyị ejego eke ụtụtụ mee documentary. We asked the indigene, and ihe ndị indigene kpụ n'ọnụ bụ ESN and IPOB. That is what is in my library of knowledge. Ejego eke ụtụtụ. Eke ụtụtụ bụ ihe dị n'Ọsụnụ. Ejego jụọ ndị nwe obodo, ọ bụrụ na nna Ọka ma Ọnịcha nọ na anyị jelu anyị gbaa moto jee ọka ụtụtụ jụọ ndị n'obodo si kedu anyị pụtara fecha ebe edecha ihe na say no to this IPOB, say no to ESN, it will not happen again. ESN, Nnamdi Kanu. So this is what I have. So this is the information I have because we've been here physically. Go ahead, please.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's Nijego, the indigene with this answer. No IPOB, no ESN. But you, as a journalist, can even if I find the out to dig the truth in the body, apart from the indigene, you as a journalist, and I've been and Kiaba, go and make carry out research. Can man the body call to
Okay, Ekwensu, Amaromo, your profession. So I would do one because open your profession. I can make you when you give example. What you called me is a journalist, not a seer, not a prophet. I rely on interviews. Journalism will not go and babafa more Joande more Abram Dibia. What I rely is on interview. I'm begging now. Ngina unwe problem. Mbiajuo umoge ka ihe na-emenu. Hasim na papa anyị na-eti mma anyị ihe. Ụmụ gị na-asị m na papa ha na-eti mma ihe. So do I now have to start doing incantation? I have asked people that are there first hand. Ihe na-eme. That is how I get my information. Ọ bụ na nnobe m predict na ụmụ gị na majuro ha. You will not blame me. Man, I just told you that we traveled. Igbo integration movement, the documentary is there. We traveled also and we asked ndị n'obodo ka ihe mere eke ụtụtụ. Asa Mazi maybe has him investigation.
Okay, asong gije wo gidi. Asong gije kwana. Obule njo asengu ime another investigation again, but okay, now let me give you the answer. In a state, the number one citizen with the governor and they carry away information. Who puts of them must say it on media? That no state, no damn but they call to Oko. All the media. Who puts of them must say it? Everything there. But bam, ilapunke is governor who ga meet the individual with their own personal issue.
Does it mean that whatever Hope now says is credible? Because it seems we quote people when it's convenient for us. Do we now take it that whatever Hope Uzodinma says is credible, so that we will start quoting Hope Uzodinma? Do we accept that Hope Uzodinma, that everything he says is credible? Do we accept it? So that we will not quote other things he said.
But I'm getting to Hope Uzodinma is a sitting governor. Now when you hear the order, he allowed the military to go there after Okoye on air. But now, he got on way up no Mazi Nankan ESN IPOB. Wham! Chijoke, one and mother. I have a lot of videos from Asali Dukubo, Ogwalai, Iwo Menimo State, na part of Anambra State. I have a lot of his boys, no Munaya Bulebu. And we had him the video. He told us one day, sim one-on-one with evidence. I hear Jezoku, who may be small, but I hear Jezoku. Where two on your bone also, and you but Ezoku Chinaka. And when you make it take Ezoku because lies don't last test of time. But Ezoku one day will come out. Now ask yourself, can you imagine Nankanume? Can you want me? Now see, give me a referendum. That's all. Nemu, okay, they up to today. I'll go hold meeting with state governors. I see, okay, it's okay. If you want me to stop, let me stop. Go and bring that discussion. Nothing. Ma'am, I don't want to maybe have so much time, no? But remember young Bago, You see that literally that evidence there says one of the lawyers. But I'm that now those things they're on media, but maybe it don't know your blind eye. Now let me tell you again. Let me tell you again, no. Chukwu machasu soludo. O go bata chofo. O seti a committee. Both my Bianco no Unyojuku, both my Professor Chede, all those things, their report. And when my Anambra State, they come up with a report. They came up. And Professor Chede said that he will disappoint you. You need to know IPOBSN that caused this thing. No politicians and some court. It's there on media. But only this is done upside down. It would video, my voice Maznan Kano, I cut wire off in the middle. Present here, so bad law. Millennia, but Enzo Kuchineke, Yadlede, they one.
Which salute are we talking about?
Chioma, do you want to react? Ekwensu.
There's a thing about proximity to information. And I know that we live in a world where everybody wants to feel important. But any Igbo person who convinces themselves that what happened in the southeast, what happened in Osun, what happened in Nililu, that the victims, like their stories somehow doesn't matter, is not, and I'm not going to mix words here, is not the type of person who lives in reality. Because it's like a policeman comes and there has been a crime committed and someone says, oh, the victim's accounts don't matter. Ordinary media is what matters. And you say, but police are gala here. ML investigate. Ain't no eba na sit at home. In eba na ebunde mmadu. In ebe ndị ala Igbo nọrọ n'ụlọ for Monday. Every Nnewi children today. Come again no here. Ejoro akwụkwọ this Monday. Somebody now say, oh, but kedonye me, we don't know how, you don't know how. Oh, wait, there's no type of conversation we can have here. Even if we sit here till next year, it's not going to move the needle. And I think it's a waste of time. Okay. Now, the reason why I was laughing and asking which Soludo, because it cannot be there has to be two Soludos. It cannot be the Soludo that is the governor that had to put an ultimatum, on Monday. It can't be that Soludo that they are talking about. So right now, we are now in the denial phase, where in order all propaganda. Ndị bepụrụ nna ha amụlie na ndụ propaganda. Ndị ejidere red-handed propaganda.
Ekwensu na nchịkọta biko m ga-like strategy over emotions. We are throwing a lot of emotions. He mentioned mmadụ na-abụ Hope Uzodimma and then Asari Dokubo. And then Odika in a quote to India Mbobi Adabala anyị. If we start bringing other things that Asari Dokubo said about IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu, we will turn deaf ear. No process nka kaicho. Hope Uzodimma kita. I only hope maka IPOB mobu Nnamdi Kanu. I say manobro nka kaicho. But we still quote them when it's convenient.
The Noye Soludo Pad Bank, a menstrual hygiene mission embarked on by the Healthy Living by Noye Soludo initiative to ensure that no girl child in Anambra State feels ashamed, embarrassed, or misses school as a result of period emergencies. The Pad Bank project continues to spread and has been expanded to over 222 secondary schools, tertiary institutions, and the NYSC orientation camp in Anambra State, with free pads adequately made available to young girls. Noye Soludo Pad Bank. Let's make menstrual hygiene everyone's conversation.
Listen, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu referendum. Can you I know you must be a business guy or something. You get you naira jegote ihe na America. See na naira na use here na Nigeria. Na most but no naira that ni geji go ihe. What you would do is you have to go and change your naira to dollar. Oboda na ana. My point is referendum adena constitution no Nigeria to start with. Ị ga-ejenwu na nke dibia si anya gbaa ga akwụkwọ with Ekene Maria. Ị ga-ejenwu n'ụka si ha wee die your fifth wife na na-eme na omenala. Akwa anyị nọ na Nigeria referendum anyị na-asị na nwa amadi chọrọ ọ dị na constitution anyị to start with. Isi na ọ na-achị ya anyị na-eme otu a enwe obodo na-agba nwaanyị na nwoke nwaanyị na nwaanyị akwụkwọ. Ị ga-esizi obodo a bata Nigeria sị na ihe ịchọ bụ sị gbaa gị akwụkwọ nke na nwoke ibe gị n'otu a ka esi eme n'obodo ọzọ. Ị ga-fight godi ka etinye godi ya na the constitution of that obodo na ka ọ bụrụ ihe eji mara obodo a. Referendum a ị na-asị na ọsọsọ ihe a ka ọ chọrọ. Nwanne m ọ dị na constitution anyị ka anyị sigodo ebe a bido biko round up ka anyị debe emotion n'akụkụ use godi logic sometimes. Ihe a ọ na-achọ anyị na-eme na Nigeria edeghị ọbụla iwu apasị gị ya ọbụla belu. Okay, ọbụla ha ka anyị chọọ how do we work it? Enwere mgbe a sị na anyị chọọ electronic voting before ọdịbụrọ emegide pasị anya ọbụla iwu megide pasị anya ọbanye n'ihe a na-eme. Nke a kịta asị na achọ ọbanyego ọ bụ na ọbanyebe how do we make it to enter? Ọrịa ka ekwesịrị na-ekwuzi nwa ekwesị biko round up my brother. Over to you.
Okay, brother Ndewo. Yes, the answer to you, because we have IPOB. I only question I na dodge was in two ways. The answer to you that you know the constitution, the answer is no. Presently now or dollar, but matter that before it was true that the referendum article you have in Nigeria. What article is people. There was part of Cameroon before. It was true that the referendum how much you have in Nigeria. You know, now all that now do law, and this is the topic one mother and if Ndibo, even Africa today, Eko Chaigo Ndibo, a man made mistake. Even Africa today, Eko Chaigo a man made mistake, you know. Then if they're in Africa, and I think a country this so powerful, power Nigeria. Then if they're in Nigeria, I see get the tribe, get the people that so powerful. The only go southeast. I Umaka ga quiz educational something. They come out first class. If we need this thing now, I want this thing not the law. What Nigeria government have to do? Okay, we have to bring it in. Only talk at people. Belong to the government. You bring it in. And a lot of countries in this world, the less than 1 million people. Less than 1 million people. No, Finland is less than 7 million. Iceland is less than 2 million. Now, all of those things now do up. Based on the religion, these things are there. No, okay. Let's bring it in. Let's carry people along. Now, if you want to go into House of Rep, senators, one them media. Now, okay, now let me go to this sit at home before I waste some time. All right, let me go to this sit at home. Although this is the in-house issue. I don't like to say it, but I will say it. Now, everybody is blaming Mazi Nandikan Monday Ghost Town. Even on the Monday Ghost Town on August 9, 2021. That was the first time in that Monday Ghost Town. Now, bam. Do you know that Mazi Nandikan cancel that sit at home? See, no way. They should cancel it. Before that 9th of August 2021. Mazi Nandikan, the order. See? Don't do this sit at home. That a lot of things here, man. People will come in. People will hijack. Don't do it. That was the problem when we check upon them today. The third administration attack now. It's one of because Chika Paul Edoziemu disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And what was the reason? Edwin cancelled that sit at home. Edwin that sit at home. Now, after getting the only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the DSS refused the lawyers not to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And our former HOD, Chika Paul Edoziemu, with others, they now sit and have a meeting. So, okay, we have to introduce what we call the civil disobedience. You know? When they introduced this thing, then Chinasa was the one who announced it on Radio Biafra. And even Korea, Monday goes down on 9th of August 2021. Then when they put this in out, before that 9th of August, DSS were making open the door for the lawyers to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the standing make a job for I quote. I quote. But the standing make a job for was among the people for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nana allow it Marco. Or where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that now. They this sit at home. No? Automatically Mazi Nnamdi say no. Now we are Chika to cancel this Monday, this sit at home. That's now Akalia out. In future, a lot of things here, man. Blackmail, hijack, not cancel here. Now the message Biato Chika Paul Edoziemu. I have the evidence, the voice of Chika Paul Edoziemu. Maybe another time, Mbia is some play, I will play it to you. Then Chika will say no, that he will not obey it. Now 6 months Nnamdi Kanu did not give him reasons for suspending that sit at home. And before then, that was the reason now Kanu brother told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where Chika Paul Edoziemu, you must obey this order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In actual reason, give them this reason. Okay, no Maka Yagako Neko. Give them that reason and turn it upside down. Now, I want Chika to cut it short. I want Chika Paul Edoziemu listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and making it cancel that Monday ghost town. And those 72 hours, believe me, a lot of things never to that man. That is the fact. So yes, is ready. Accept it. We don't lie. We don't blackmail people. We don't lie against people. You may not like the way we say it, the way we are saying it, but what's a lie? What's a lie? So, bam, even Bago, it's time. Imagine he shift the ground for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu matter, because the fight that one man in a fight, not for you to be good, for your children, and for me, it will blow back at Glomike. I'm tired of
Nnamdi Kanu attack. So kunandi de kunana emeku attack.
No, ma'am. Your activities.
I'm attack one them.
But again, your activities. Oh, whatever. You know, in a mere attack in one way or the other. I'm be honest with you.
Makolo that na Afokwa your profile. Fokwa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on it. Yeah. And I brought you up here. I've not interrupted you. I did not remove you. I did not stop you. So why are you saying that I am giving my platform to people? I just platformed you now. I just brought you up to my platform. So why are you making such a statement?
No, but
you are now trying to. It doesn't make sense that I platform you.
One of
that word back, please. Withdraw the word, please.
Okay, I don't solve it. No, but one day I am anya enelele malanya alalo on the book. But so bad I withdraw the statement. I am sorry, but I am anya enelele malanya alalo. You know, but bam, one thing. Okay, let me stop here because it wastes so much time. But next time,
let me tell you now, so that because I am somebody that my program I just ask questions. My brother, if I have privilege to interview Nnamdi Kanu, I won't turn it down. If I have privilege to interview the devil, Ekwensu no wenye, if I have the privilege to enter bush and interview the worst person on earth, I will go. So, Makadina Afona Nyende na the platform. Have you for one day written me Segemba that Mama Achoroge Mobo? You know, I'm one of the Elomo. Highest thing on Segenge, what because it was cost of production. And when they are at Mgbazi gị weta ego ise mụ ị na ndị ọzọ ego. Nah, my brother, if you're not my company, if you come here, people are on salaries. So you what even you have to put money where your passion is. Because all more than a mere. What I go? So what on na do it more than na Nina Foka can do some things more as my attack. If we can my platform, then when they not butter. Man, you too, you're welcome. Just the way you are here today. Oh my brother. Because one day or two that BAM is for everybody. Or if you I told you guys before we became anything, before we became Anglican, Catholic, IPOB, non-IPOB, Masob, before we became anything, we were first Igbo. And thereby I was first Igbo before another thing. And again, just watch Yaketa. If you watch our comment section, enough I say, Chioma, you are Shawo, Yambaba, I will end you. Your days are numbered. Igbo lad will not answer you. I will or he have help when an Igbo. All these threats now, or he had a help. Why can I go my Ezumezu? Oh, yeah, Bagoto is Bagote. Obia Ponuchienu. I don't get second gear Punuchegi. Because one them go ahead and conclude so that will go.
Yeah. So, Bam. First of Masna Ekenen for giving me the opportunity, to air my view. And I believe I won't be before any other thing. And Igbo na so bala. Igbuche nwanne gu okili eme onye ka gị na ya ebi. Look at when you name n'ugwu Hausa. Look at the generals egbu more than 4 or 5 generals. Gịnị enwe village agbakwulu, but I won't Igbo. Even na yo ma nwoke ma nwanya. Peter Obi nwanne m nwoke ka ọ bụ. Mazi na Nkanu nwanne m nwoke ka ọ bụ. Onye Igbo ọbụla nwanne m ka ebu, but ka I water that na iwe anyị na-achọkwa n'ụkwa ka ọ dụrụ anyị na mma. Because people like me, ike agwọ m n'obodo oyibo, I get that and again, anyị nwa nwere ụmụ n'obodo oyibo, ụmụ anyị nwere ike na step back or less than anyị ọ dị mma. Anyị nwa nwere ụmụ, of course.
Bata na na ga-enye gị at least ka ị gbata enwe mana n'ọka.
Mba ịchọ mmenye gị ana ọmụ enye gị ịchọ nye gị. Ịchọ nye gị. Ịchọ nye gị. So one thank you so much. Thank you, brother. But Lieutenant Bago, like one of the lawyers invite. Go break his leg down, you men.
Can you put 191 Chioma? No, I snap on the book. Can you put 191 Chioma?
It's can I make any bet upwards go the leg line. You won't run out go follow. Yeah. Chioma Ekenengu udo dịrị no. Nwunye m amaka kwanụ. Ifu nwunye m eti mkpu. So ọpụrụ no. Nwunye m ifu nwa mkpofu dị ọ nara eti mkpu. Ifu nwa m so isi m kene ya nsogbu adịrọ igosi na anyị YP obi dị ọpụrụ go. Chioma wa atanye nwaanyị adị Igbo ka ọ bụ. Bebi na gịnị? Na ngachitaba azụ, na ngataba. Ndewonu. Ka ọ mara anyị na mma. Ndewonu. Yeah.
Adi Igbo na-apụ ọkụ. Hey, Chomi conclude okay pụwasị ya. Let's conclude and go. Conclude and go.
Mba, obro kai se me na buy. No. It's this. I don't do. No, I'm a black and white type of person. I'm neurodivergent, so I don't do a lot of these gray areas. But it was my brother, and I love what you're doing. I love the fact that everybody use their platform in their own way. Sometimes I feature on Kachi TV as well. I go to other people's platforms and stuff, and I usually go and abide, at least I try 99% of the time to abide by their rules. I cannot sit on stages with people who justify certain things because unfortunately, now I'm not a journalist, okay? So I'm not interested in hearing the justifications that led to the very thing that all of us witnessed. But I also don't I don't agree with a lot of approaches, but at the same time, I also know that they are necessary. Because you're a journalist and because your platform is open to all of that. But one of your threats act on it twice, and as if, people don't understand how challenging it is to be a woman and to be this vocal and to use your government name. People think that it's something where, like, when they can now, like at the time that I started speaking, it was unpopular to do so, and I was going to Nigeria by myself, participating in politics, moving around. If you come to me, moving over, I'm sure we're in T-shirt and and I would bring my family along, on trips sometimes. So the reason why I'm a little bit hesitant about certain things is that people don't understand how challenging it is to be a woman in this situation. There's many women like me where even more information to bring. Now, and the information I bring, I try to make sure that all it's poignant, like it's things that are relevant to Ihene affects indeed. I'm not interested in the salacious parts of it. And more than I have more information. But these people were, silenced, threatened into silence. So on the backs of those women, on the shoulders of those women, I had to stand. Of course, I have a little bit more, balls to do certain things simply just because I'm on social media before Radio Biafra. I'm on social media after all of it. When Radio Biafra was there, when Radio Biafra became what it became, when IPOB was created by 2015, there were no diverse voices on there. On your other platforms, there's an say, diversity matters, but then when not because of anything, because of the silence of our elders. And when the elders nobody called it out. So that's why when people say, why you? Why you dated this person? Why you? Because it has to be me. Because the red cap chief wearing men, ndi shower, na ndi nwe beard kwa same man, ndi sina ne tukwe anyuma how okay more than me. When it was important to sound the warning, neba neje noge lead yani into ihe aina manjia kani wetia. All of those people tried to silence me. All of them kept silent. All of I don't know, jump. So when people say what happened, as if it is because I'm a woman. It is to somehow make me. You can't humble me. I refuse to be humbled. It was not hidden. No, but somebody had to speak. And the time I spoke was when it wasn't convenient. I prefer writing because it's a lot easier for me to write sometimes and do videos. But now it's in a platform video day. It's okay. It's even, when the China who to see video, it is not a hidden thing. Because if the people who spoke, I will not still be speaking till now. Or go 12 years. Ekwensu may retire. It's not makanam date the person. Ijelo date rikam. Ikolo date rikam in 2013. All of this is to me. I go to the point where accountability on a man and dia John Hana say watch alai go game. Do you know what you're saying? The retribution has to come with accountability. I am brondi bona abono agi ikpe ndo munnachi ikpe agaju onye ka ihe mere ndị ihe mere kwucha unu sizie na oba ase. Then it means that you're deceiving yourselves, and I will not be party to that. I really enjoyed this conversation, to be honest, and I love the fact that you created this opportunity for us to do it. Hopefully we'll do it on the weekends, one more time. Remember, today is more of a work day for me, and because of you I had to start work at 6 so that nga free early enough by like 2:30. You give full attention, but it's all love from here. What you do is very, very important. And I love that you stood up and you stood firm. Even when on air threats and again a family, you still stood and you said, "I'm gonna pay my platform." So thank you for that, and continue doing what you do. And you know that anytime that you call on me, that I'll be there. Thank you.
Can't you have no share toss? Share toss.
Let me go upgrade. I see the shelters in Nigeria now work, see. So they can sniper or raid. You know, America, we have something called raid. Raid is like our shelters, kind of. So maybe raid. Raid is more appropriate.
Yeah. Why people that coil.
Oh, really?
Thank you very much, Chioma. Thank you very much. We'll be doing this thing often. If
Yes.
there's a concept I want to do it, I want everybody to feel free to talk. I want
Yes,
to,
of course.
and then I want it to be controlled. Thank you very much. Some of you now say, why don't I bring them up? We've been here for more than 4 hours now. So please, next time, please join us as soon as you can. The platform is open for diverse opinion. Afocha Monday ndị motinyecha Nnamdi Kanu na their logo ndị tinyecha IPOB I still brought them up so that carries na yambaba ma hapụ ndị a na-ewe ndị a. More of you will be welcome because n'elu na anyị check us out mgbe ọbụla anyị na-abanye live.
And you see too that I was in my best behavior. You can give the accolade because normally I brought my setting. I never bring the boss. Let's go to church today.
You try. Man, you have to. There's room for improvement. You know, there's room for improvement.
No, of course. There's always going to be that room until my grandmother Major, who I told you about, on a got the inkikere in Otobele Shinye. You got a melo. So I won't name melo now. Check. I got chance. Me man chance to But I you know, like I to me, being a platform on yours, you know, I try to abide by their rules. Or one autumn CMA, I don't have, you know, you know, that kind of stuff. Because on your buna where the right you host platform, yeah, they can't do like me. More one can't do like you. So I got the next one. I got dear, so holy. You know when you go to Nigeria, you see those people go to Holy Communion. How much Holy Communion? Even like this guy, even like this babe who just got the boyfriend. Yeah, I got so. And you know so. In fact, I wouldn't be barriers next time.
No matter what you do, you have a lot of people that love you and support you. And
I love them right back. I really appreciate them for being here. Hana no go the 8 hours. Hana I no go 8 hours like on live. Not anymore. And they are very dedicated, and I really appreciate you guys because
So, let me allow you. I would have when they cannot say bring him, and we've spent enough time.
And all the go late kuno 1 or 2. So, guys, maybe Muna Bamgaba, I am I gave me another one, maybe during the week or weekend, so that you know, we will continue the conversation in the next one. Okay?
Bye. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Let me sign out with this wonderful song. Aligbo gadema, manyitika ka we dozi Aligbo gadema, manyitika ka we dozi Aligbo gadema, kobano mono, you look up screen guard in alo, I have put on insult screen guard. Kobano mono, len ono kobamu. Len you kobamu, mana platform ma gane nyonyo buno yele to come and talk what you want to talk. My own bia ikuonya oda bawam. Wonya koda bawam, koda bawam, koda bam bam. Wonya koda bawam. Wonya koda bawam, koda bam, koda bam bam. Wonya koda bam. See you guys next time. Because I got for this interview on social media everywhere. We'll cut it. Everything that everybody says here is the opinion of the guest and not of the host or the platform. Because is strictly the opinion of the guest and not the host. Zungano. Commerciano.
The best time to invest in real estate is yesterday. And the next best time to invest in real estate is today. What are you waiting for to invest with Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited? With Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited, land banking is a must.